Hello students, welcome you all to water supply engineering subject. In your last lecture, we had started with your first unit, that is environment and ecology. We had discussed various topics there, like what is environment, different definitions which will be helpful to us, and different spheres of the earth, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. Let us move further today in the topic, okay, and we'll discuss today what is ecology and ecosystem. Okay, coming up with what is ecology. Now, this is like a science. Okay, we are studying here about the interactions between living organisms and their environment. Okay, so how they interact, how the living organisms interact with the non-living environment. Clear? That is all about in ecology. Coming up with what is ecosystem. So ecosystem is like a place, okay, so where your living and non-living environment are present. Okay, so living organisms and the non-living environment where it is present, that is your ecosystem here. Okay, coming up with what are the objectives of ecological study. So why we are studying about this ecology, okay, or ecosystem. So mainly this tells us about the relationship between different types of organisms. So we just don't have one type of organism here, okay, various type of species are there, various varieties of organisms are there. All that relationship between them will be knowing or will be studying through this ecology. Next, we'll be also studying about the adaptations and the adjustments of these organisms. So how the organisms are adjusting to the environment, okay, how they are adapting themselves to the environment, all that we'll be studying here. Next thing, we'll be studying about the behavior. Okay, so behavior, when I come, how one organism is growing, okay, how they are reproducing, how they are living in the environment, all these things we'll be studying in your ecology. Next, through these behavioral changes, okay, adjustments, relationships, okay, we can know about the production and energy flow. Okay, so how these chain is there, food chain is there, okay, so how one animal is dependent on another animal, all that energy flow we will be getting to know. Apart from this, okay, we'll be also able to develop the safety measures. So in case any disaster is going to take place, okay, so through this organism changes, okay, through this relationship between the environment and the living organisms, we can develop the safety measures in case any disaster is going to take place. Okay, so that is my main objective here of studying this ecology. Coming up with one of the important topics here in this chapter is your ecosystem and its components. Okay, so we know what is ecosystem now. It is the living organisms, okay, which are living in the non-living environment, or nothing but living organisms living in the environment. Okay, so what is this main ecosystem consisting of? If you can see, my ecosystem is divided into two parts, that is abiotic components, which is nothing but my non-living components, and biotic components, which is my living components. Okay, similarly, like as we had in the spheres, okay, similarly we have here in ecosystem. Now when I come with my abiotic components, it is nothing but whatever the non-living part is there in the environment, like your rain is there, wind is there, soil, minerals, okay, all these components are non-living, so they cannot live, they cannot breathe. Clear? Now coming up with your biotic components, so all the living components here, okay, so those all are included in your biotic components here. Clear? When I go further, if you can see, my biotic components, living components, are further subdivided into three groups. Okay, so the first group is producers, nothing but they are my plants, okay, also known as autotrophs. Second group is my consumers, so these are nothing but my animals, birds, okay, so these are also called as heterotrophs. And my third group is your decomposers, also called as reducers. So these are my the minutest, okay, smallest type of organisms or animals. Okay, so these are my last type of group. Okay, so your living components divided into three groups here. Coming up with your further subdivision, if you see, so my consumers is further subdivided into another four groups. Okay, now that is your primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers and quaternary consumers. Okay, now primary consumers, okay, so these all are my animals here, basically. Consumers, again, these are my animals. We'll discuss in detail here. Let us understand what are these consumers now. So primary consumers, these are the herbivorous type of animals, okay, also known as first order consumers. Herbivorous, we all have studied in school days. What are herbivorous? So these are the animals which are feeding only on plants. So they eat only plants, grass, okay, they are not eating animals, only plants they are eating, okay. So those are my herbivorous. When I come up with secondary consumers, so these secondary and tertiary, these are the type of carnivorous animals. Carnivorous are the group of animals which eat only other animals. So they eat flesh of other animals. Clear? They don't eat plants. They eat only other animals. Okay. So here in consumers, here secondary and tertiary, we have smaller type of carnivorous animals and secondary bigger type of carnivorous animals. Okay. So these animals are eating only the other animals. Coming up with your quaternary here, these are the omnivorous animals. The omnivorous, these include your animals which eat other animals also and which eat plants also. So both the categories are present here. Okay. So this is my subdivision here for biotic components. Clear? Coming up, if we discuss in detail, so what are my components? Clear? We see ecosystem is divided into two components, that is biotic and abiotic. Okay, when I go in detail now here one by one, what are abiotic components? So these are the non-living components, okay, which are present in ecosystem. So whatever the non-living things are there in the environment, those are nothing but my abiotic components. Okay, now they include your rain, wind, soil, minerals, etc. Clear? Coming up with your biotic components. In detail we are discussing here. So your biotic components, again, these are your living organisms, like your plants are there, animals are there, microorganisms are there, okay. So all these living groups are your biotic components. Clear? Because these all plants, animals, microorganisms, these can grow, these can reproduce, so they are my living organisms. If you see, they are further subdivided as producers, consumers and decomposers. Okay. Now coming up with who are these producers. Now producers, these are the living organisms which prepare their own food. As I said, plants. So we can see plants, they don't depend on anyone, they can prepare their own food by how? With the help of your solar energy, that is sun, water and carbon dioxide. So through these three main components, they prepare their own food and they don't depend on anyone for their food. So these are my main producers. They are producing the food, isn't it? So these are my producers. Coming up with consumers. So consumers are all your animals and birds. Okay. In this, all the living organisms which depend on the producers for their food are called consumers. Okay. Now these consumers, they are depending on whom? Producers, like your plants. So depending on the plants for their food now. Okay. Clear? Now if you see, they are again further divided into four categories, that is primary consumers, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Let us discuss one by one. If you see primary consumers, they are also called as first order or herbivorous animals. So these animals are directly depending on the plants. Okay. So consumers are who? These are the animals which are depending on the plants, okay, for their food. For example, if you see, cattle is there, rabbit are there, okay. So these are the smaller animals, okay. And what they eat is, they don't eat animals, they eat directly plants. So they eat grass, okay, they eat plants. So these are my smaller type of animals which are known as primary consumers, okay. As they are eating plants, they are called as herbivorous animals. Coming up with your next group, this is your secondary consumers, okay. Also I have told you these are the primary carnivores now, okay. So these animals, they depend on the herbivorous animals, okay. So they eat or they feed herbivorous animals, okay. Now these animals are feeding whom? Cattle and rabbit, okay. So they are primary carnivores. If you see the example, we have cats, snakes, okay. So cats eat rabbit, okay. Snakes also eat. Clear? Now these are the animals which eat the other animals now, but smaller type of animals. So they are primary carnivores. Coming up with your next group, that is tertiary consumers, also called as third order consumers or secondary carnivores. Secondary, higher version of carnivorous animals. Okay. Now these are the carnivores which feed on secondary consumers, like your wolves are there, jackal is there, okay. So bigger type of animals which eat the smaller animals now. So these are not eating plants, they are directly eating the animals here now, okay. So these are my tertiary consumers. When I go further, we have next as quaternary consumers or fourth order consumers. They are also called as omnivorous animals, okay. So omnivorous animals, these are the largest animals or the biggest ones, okay. Now these feed on the smaller consumers also, they feed on the plants also here, okay, like your lions are there, tigers are there, elephants are there. If you see lions, tigers, they again feed or eat the bigger animals. Elephants, if you see, they eat with plants also, okay. So the different groups are present here, the biggest type of animals, okay, which are eating animals also, which are eating plants also, okay. So that is my last type of consumer group here. Clear? Now these are my 4 categories of consumers. Clear? Next, coming up with your last category of biotic components, that is living components. So we had 3 types, that is producers, consumers and decomposers. So the last category is decomposers or the reducers. In reducers, these are the organisms which are feeding on the dead matter of the plants and animals, and they give out the byproducts to the environment. In the sense, these are the animals which feed on the dead matter. Now any plant or animal, if they die, okay, you can see some of the microorganisms like fungi is there, virus is there, okay, microorganisms start feeding on that, start eating that, okay, and after some time that plant or that dead matter is totally vacant, that totally vanished, okay. So those smaller microorganisms which are eating the dead matter now, okay, whenever any animal or plant dies, those microorganisms or those animals are called as your decomposer or reducers, okay, like your bacteria are there, fungus is there, okay, microorganisms are there. These are my different decomposers, okay. We'll stop it here now, and in the next lecture we'll discuss more about your ecology, okay, ecological study and relationship between plants, animals and environment. Thank you.